who's ready to earn some VC? Here we go. Who has blocked the most shots in NBA postseason history?
Was it Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Tim Duncan, or Shaquille O'Neal? You know, I'd hate to drive in on any of those guys. Can you imagine how intimidating that would be? And if you guessed Tim Duncan, you would be correct. Blocking shots is a huge part of defense, and you know the old saying, defense wins championships. So, how many titles did Tim Duncan win?
Was it 2, 3, 4, or 5?
But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Reading DA, it's on.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus.
Clearly. David, thank you. Greg, both teams love to push the ball up the floor, even off of made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Up of the forward spots, it's Hayward.
Substitution
In for the Nets.
awaiting.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Drummond. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Brown. Harris is checked in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Kyrie Irving. A 3-ball. And MP with the basket on the assist from Thomas. Greg, we heard the rumors early in training camp. This team is a bit torn on their view of MP and how he should be used.
Well, from what I heard, the front office loves him. But the man making the lineup doesn't agree, and it's become a point of contention. You wonder when MP will get a chance as a starter. And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded, and you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
6 to shoot. And here is Thomas.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
Now that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Plumlee with the steal. Hornets trail by 4. And here's MP for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Simmons, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
And here's Charlotte. MP outside. Traps in the tray. MP's got 6. An MP, a player who gained fame early in his life, Greg, was a bit of a social media star, though, during high school. I remember watching his stuff.
MP has been posting clips of him playing since his high school days. He has a huge social media presence because of it. But some front offices question if it impacts his dedication to the game.
Floats it up for MP. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And look at how synced up MP is with his guys. They're in perfect rhythm for that alley-oop.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
And so it's Brooklyn. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back to the action after this word. And plenty of scoring on this team, but Kyrie Irving knows he's always got the green light.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive.
Agreed. And for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Joe Harris. He's out there with Simmons. Aldridge out there with Durant. And it's Claxton in at the four-man position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Simmons against Plumlee. Clock at 6. Here's Aldridge. That shot off the mark. And the Hornets now going the other way. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And here's MP for 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets.
We get t-shirts for everybody, but we only giving them out to the loudest fan. You want one? Let's go!
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatened. He's checked in for Rozier. On the court for the Hornets. Up in the forward spot, it's Hayward and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. And it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
The pass to Irving. Driving to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Boy, Irving decisive on that drive, gets the foul because of the intensity, taking it to the rack.
One thing Irving's been doing more of, using his offhand in the lane to hit floaters, and even on jump shots.
This guy is so creative, so inventive. The ability to make last-second adjustments. And I mean that whether he's in the air, off his feet, or with his handle, his ability to keep defenders guessing is truly incredible.
Brooklyn leading by 20. Passes it to Curry. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely played it and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Drummond, and it's Ben Simmons in for Curry. The Hornets also changing it up. Washington's checked in for Harrell, and Oubre subbed in for Gordon Hayward.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's MP. And again, the Hornets missing. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Brown, the pass to Aldridge. Outside Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Ball, the pass to Washington. MP outside. Takes a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. One of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. Basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Brown the pass to Aldridge. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, he's too big, too strong, too skilled.
And here's MP for 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to KD. Irving against MP. Over MP. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Irving's got 20.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
MP against Irving. MP deciding where to go with it. Count it. He's got 25.
Proving how effective he can be in these sets. MP reads defenses well in a bigger role.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great path.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next.
It's another segment of 2K TV versus the world, and it's a finals edition. This time, we're really excited to have some guests on the show today. We've got Bash World and King Jordan. Welcome back to 2K TV.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here, and we're definitely locked in right now.
Yeah, we ready to go. We ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I remember last time we played, and now we in the finals, and we get to pick these awesome teams. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's...
Here were the Boston Celtics arriving earlier. The players with a look of intensity as they try to pick up a win on the road. There you see the hustle and bustle of the... Just about ready to get this one.
Jason Tatum already.
All right, Allie, thanks. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, BA. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
And And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the basket by MP. And Mobile One has announced that they'll be partnering with MP. Both sides seemed ecstatic after getting this deal done.
Yeah, BA, this is definitely a mutually beneficial deal. MP continues to build his brand, and Mobile One gets one of the league's brightest young stars.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Charlotte?
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
They're showing some muscle here in the first half as well and getting a lot of their points in the paint.
And here's MP. He had 25 points in his last game, and he makes it.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Pass to White. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Oubre. Charlotte's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc.
And you know, Kelly Oubre, a name that kind of flew under the radar in free agency. Now, he had a down year with the Warriors last season, but still, he was looking for a payday in free agency. And he took a short deal with the Hornets to re-up his value.
Here's Pritchard. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Williams. And he converts the layup.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tatum against MP. From about 19, they get it again. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, good D by Plumlee.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And the drive MP has is evident. This is a player that wants to be great and willing to do whatever it takes.
That free throw no good. And he sinks the second. White with it. To the paint. 4 seconds left. And Tice with the bucket. The assist by White.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Miles Bridges has been on display for Charlotte. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More 2K action in just a moment. Well, in this era of load management, Gordon Hayward says often it's out of the player's hands.
There's certain times where it's not our decision to not play. There are certain times where guys want to play and the coaching.
That's Gordon trusting the team doctors, Grant.
Yeah, and as a player, that's some tough luck with injuries. He's got to heed them when they tell him to rein it in.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, the Hornets enjoying a nice lead here.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Derek White out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Nesmith. Then it's Daniel Tice. And it's Williams in at the 4. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Last season, the Charlotte Hornets finishing with their best record in the last 5 seasons. With the addition of LaMelo Ball, this team finally has some talent to build around, playing a switching defense and going zone the most in the NBA. Guys?
Oh, fun to watch. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff. Harrell's checked in for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball comes in for Thomas. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Pritchard, and the three-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, in more of a complementary role, I had to be able to knock down three-pointers, and I did a pretty good job.
Here's Brown. Cashes in the 12-footer.
And Brown is a reliable threat from mid-range. I mean, effortlessly rising up to the nice-looking shot.
MP outside. Three-pointer. And the Hornets, another three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
White, the pass to Brown. From downtown, he drops it from range. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
And you talk to anyone about White, Grant, they'll tell you. He's best when he's being assertive.
I totally agree. I mean, White can be caught standing around when he's not involved. You want him initiating and pick and roll, and he makes pretty good decisions. Now, he may never be a star, but he's going to give you solid minutes.
White against MP. He gets it in there. White's got 7.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Charlotte has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Ball passes to MP. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. White, the pass to Brown. Down low, Horford, good, and Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And here's MP from outside, and again, Charlotte with the triple.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Now a timeout called by Boston. MP really making a difference here.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
So for the Hornets, Bridges, he's checked in for Washington, and it's Gordon Hayward in for Oubre. And there's 1:45 left in the half. Basket counts.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Charlotte has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Here's MP. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Oh, that's a sweet move, guys. That's how you humiliate someone on the court.